test. Now it's working. Jeez Louise. I apologize for once again mystery muting of my mic. Really annoying. Really annoying. Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Lexi Yachts here. It's Tuesday trivia. And yeah, I was trying to start the stream, but it was all messed up. It looked like it was working, but it wasn't. But it's working now. So hopefully everybody can come back and find me now. We're going to do trivia today on Scotty. It's going to be the fourth day of Scotty. We had the Share the Love Club for Scotty on Saturday. We did a reaction to a Saturday night skills competition and then a reaction to the All-Star game. And now the fourth day of Scotty, number 4, is his Tuesday trivia. That's right. It's not totally a regular Tuesday trivia. You'll find out. You'll find out in a sec. Now, I did a card of the day on the other stream, which was Bobby Phills, which was very interesting. And the card Bobby Phills, it's a Cleveland Cavaliers card. But I was talking about Bobby Phills. I don't know if y'all know the story about Bobby Phills, but he was playing in the NBA when he died. Like, he was an active player when he passed away. He died racing one of his teammates to the practice facility of the Charlotte Hornets on the highway in a high-speed race. He crashed his car, and that's how he passed away. It's kind of a sad story, Bobby Phills. But yeah, I got a Bobby Phills card today. Of course, I did a cosmic card of the day today. In honor of tomorrow, we're going to do a whole Wild Card Wednesday where I open a bunch of packs and we look at them. It's just a card opening stream. If you enjoy unboxings or those kind of reaction streams, well, we're doing one tomorrow. So show up and you can see me open some stuff out of this Raptors box. But yeah, Bobby Phills, the card of the day. It's kind of sad. Yeah, but we'll remember him today. Man, this is a Topps card, by the way. They're very random, these cosmic cards. They're very, very random. They've been from very different eras. And yeah, different companies of cards. So Bobby Phills, the cosmic card of the day. That's sad. Yeah, I hadn't thought about Bobby Phills in a long, long time. Yeah, it's a weird story, because you don't not it's not often that NBA players die during the season because they're usually very like healthy and athletic and strong. So it is usually a tragedy or an accident the reason why. And yeah, with this one, that's what it was. Think about how they treated the passing of the assistant coach of the Golden State Warriors, but think about it if it was a player in the league. And that's kind of how it went with Bobby Phills. It's kind of, Fiercey's here. Good morning, fam. Good morning to you, Fiercey. Sorry about all the muckety muck. Once again, this is a ragmatag outfit. And sometimes I make mistakes. And yeah, I think that this is going to be the bane of my existence. As much as I love this new microphone and how helpful it's been, it's also caused all kinds of technical problems in the 2 months since I've been using it. Well, I'm figuring it out. I had it all set up perfect. I didn't ever understand why it wasn't working because I did all the checks, but nothing was going through somehow, some way. I don't know what was going on. Either way, who cares? We're here now, and we're going to play some Tuesday trivia. I was saying that and Amit, I see Amit's here and Fiercey. I was just saying earlier, the last time we played trivia was Boxing Day. And so it's been almost 2 months. And when we finished the trivia on Boxing Day, we had 2 leaders right at the top, and it was Fiercey and Amit. They are tied with the lead for this trivia race through the whole season. So very interesting. Fiercey saying I was trying to read lips. Yeah, I should have been like this, like Pascal and Scotty, and not let y'all read what I was saying. Like all the NBA players on the court these days is like talking their hands. I was able to kind of say, I will be back. But yeah, whatever. We're going to get past this. It's all good. Bryce is here. Good morning, Lex, Raptor Freaks. Good morning to you, Bryce Lawson. Are you ready to play some trivia, my man? We're going to play some Raptor Freak trivia in a second. Cowboy saying, good morning, Lex. Thank you for calling me, Bradley. I should always know if my phone's freaking out. My mic's not working. My phone starts ringing. Well, that means my mic's not working. It'll be the good tell. But thank you, Bradley, for calling me. Mo's saying, hey, Lex, I think Tues got me covered. Fingers crossed. That's good. So you talked to Tues about Monique's trying to come to the coach's open house, and she wants to know if there's accommodations for her. And also if she can come a little later, just in case, because 8:15 is a little early call time for her to get down there. And she just wants to know if she can come in a little bit later and still go to most of the event. I have no idea for sure, Monique, but I would think that they would be nice and allow you to do that. I don't understand why they wouldn't, as long as you weren't a distraction coming in to disrupt the event as it was going on already. I think you'd be fine. It's a really fun event. I highly recommend you coming. And as I said, we'll do lunch afterwards. People that are coming down there at Real Sports next door with the group. And it seems like Adriana's coming with me. If Monique comes, that'd be awesome. Uh, and maybe the Samoran brothers and other people. I don't know. We'll see. If y'all are interested in coming to the Raptors open house, coaches open house on Tuesday, March the 19th, it's going to be badass. I went to the Raptors coaches open house with Nick Nurse in the fall of 2022, and it was awesome. It was so good. And now I'm going again, and this time it's Darko's coaches open house. So we'll get to see how Darko handles it. And the event is awesome because it has a full Raptors practice with all the players in it closed in the building, and you sit real close. So you'll see all the Raptors there and how Darko puts them through drills and what they do for a practice. You get to see a practice, a Raptors practice right in front of you. So yeah, it's amazing event, and I highly recommend people to come down for it. Seriously, and you could come hang out with me. All right, let's not do too many comments because I do want to start the stream, the trivia very soon. Evelyn's here. Good to see Granny Swag. Good morning, Raptor Freak family. Good morning to you, Granny Swag. We love you. And hope everything's good with your fam. And the new bundle of joy coming. Cool Cat saying, good morning, Raptor Free crew. First techie issue of the new systems. Laugh out loud. We're on back live. This is not the first time. Cool Cat, no. This is not the first time. I think this is like the 4th or 5th time I've had this issue since I got this new microphone. Seriously, I think I've messed up and been muted at least 4 times. This is not the first time this happened to me. In some ways, this is going to be like my Wile E. Coyote and I'm the Roadrunner. Okay, I'll have to watch out for this. Like in some ways, it's so dumb. Cool Cat. Sometimes it's a different thing. That's the crazy thing. One time it was the mic. One time it was the computer. I don't know what it was this time. I just started over and re-put everything in, and it registered the mic. It's like the computer wasn't reading the mic, but it was all hooked up properly. There was nothing like the mute button wasn't on. It's like the computer wasn't reading the mic. I don't understand what was going on. I'm like talking, and then meanwhile, Bradley's calling me off the phone saying, "You're muted. You're muted." This is a work in progress. It's always fun. Cowboy's saying, "Did you hear about Beverly Hill?" Is going to be on Lowry's ass. This guy thinks he's an all-star. What are you talking about? Patrick Beverly? I don't know. Either way, it's a funny matchup. The Bucks versus the Sixers with Patrick Beverly on the Bucks now and Kyle Lowry taking his spot on the Sixers. Either way, it's going to be funny. In some ways, I'm going to root for Kyle on the Sixers as an island alone from everyone else. In some ways, Maxey I root for a little bit. But I still love Kyle. And in some ways, I am happy that he's on Philadelphia to get that dream of playing for his hometown team. But still, in the same times, I'm a hater. And I hate the Sixers. And I hate Nick Nurse right now. And I hate Joel Embiid. So it's like, it's just such a tough balance. How do you deal with the growth on your arch enemy team all of a sudden? I just don't want them to win a championship. I really, really do not want them to win any kind of championship while Nick Nurse is there. Seriously, I really don't. All right, let's keep going. Ahmed is saying, and it's good to see you, Ahmed. I was wondering if you would know when to jump in to the chat because it seems like you're not involved in the chat unless there's trivia going on. But I'm glad to see you are here to compete at the top level of competition in Raptors Freak Trivia with Fiercey Salsera. I'm all about it. Ahmed saying my memory is bad when it comes to remembering Twitch streams, so I might be screwed. Congrats, Fiercey, on being first again. We don't know. We don't know, Ahmed. You were there too, so it is somewhat fair. You are Scotty Barnes, Twitch Family 2022 also, so you may have a fighting chance. And a lot of this stuff, it may not be as hard as you think, but you'll see. You'll see. Chris is saying, I have a question. This coaching event, what do you actually do? Chris, it's a class. It's basically like going to a university class. You bring a pad and paper and a pen, and you write notes. They're asking people to come that are coaches. Like you coached, you have an extensive history of coaching. They would love you for you to come down there. You're exactly who they're making this for. They just want to share knowledge about how to coach with coaches in the community. And it doesn't matter what level coach you are. You can coach little kids. You can coach high school. You can coach your own just intramural team. It doesn't matter. They just want you to share the knowledge of the profession, and they want you to come down there with Newton and take notes. They're going to teach you how to be a better coach. That's what it is. It's basically a seminar on coaching. And it's very, very informative. Trust me. Last year was awesome. Or 2 years ago, listening to Trevor Gleason talk about like how he feels about offense, and Jim Sand talked, and Adrian Griffin and Earl Watson. They all had like 10 minutes each, and they just did seminars. They just basically got up and lectured like they were professors about coaching. And it was very, very cool. Adrian Griffin was awesome. Earl Watson told stories about getting coached by Hubie Brown. It's a really, really good event. And Nick comes out at the end. Well, Darko will come out at the end in this one, and he takes questions from us. So if you raise your hand at this event, he will answer your question directly. So it's a really, really amazing event, Chris. If you can swing it, definitely come down there with us. You're perfect to go to this because you have experience coaching. And you may coach again in your life. Well, this is a good event for you to go to. In fact, you can get certification as a coach from going to this event. There's a little code, and you get like your credentials upticked because you did this course. It's like continuing education for coaches is basically what it is. Yeah. You just sit there and look pretty. And if you want to ask questions, you can. Otherwise, you just watch it all from the stands. And yeah, they talk to us directly. Nick Nurse was looking me straight in the eye when he said, continue teaching people basketball, is what he said. Just keep teaching people basketball is what he said. His last words at the coach's open house when I went before. Amit's saying, y'all, I'm coming back to Canada this summer for Global Jam again. So excited. Awesome. That's very cool. This sounds like it's becoming a tradition for you, Amit. That's very cool. I'm glad to hear that, man. Dana's saying good morning, everyone. And Cowboys saying grainy swag. Yeah. Mr. saying good morning, Lex and the Freaks. And Blackhawks here. Too bad it ain't on a Saturday. The last time they did it was on a Sunday. And it was so early. I was like, TTC don't even run this early. And I was down at the Scotiabank Arena on a Sunday at like 7:45 in the morning. It was crazy. And if y'all remember that day, I did not do my stream, obviously, because I was there, but I did an afternoon stream later. And that's how I'll handle it. I'll do we'll do the whole event. And then like later on in the evening, I'll do a recap of the day on that day, on the 19th of March, talking about what happened at the coach's open house. And I'll definitely be letting y'all know who do not get the opportunity to go, all the crazy, amazing things we'll see. Yeah. Cool Cat saying, Lex, mute is not a technical issue. Those are different. No, I'm telling you, listen, Cool Cat, I'm not a technical person. If you can tell, I'm doing this bare bones. I'm not very good with computers. I am an older generation. I'm not a generation millennial. I'm X. And in some ways, I'm limited in certain ways with technology. And I also have a family passed down gene of having problems with technology. My father taught at Florida A&M for a long time, and he had to deal with a lot of technology in his courses and setting up stuff for like, and he always had these problems. He tried to set up and he'd be doing his lecture and nothing would work. So it's just, it's an odds man problem that we have problems with technology sometimes. It's just little gnomes and mischief makers somewhere in the computer that's causing problems for me. And it's not even me. I did everything. I safe checked it. I did everything right. And I didn't even know. It looked like everything was working, but it wasn't, alas. That's the thing. I could make it everything perfect and it still didn't have audio going through it. I have no idea why it was like that. All I did was reset it and then boom, it came on. So yeah, it's partly a thing that my father and I share. And it's also that I really am not technologically advanced. I really am not. I am a part of the generation that grew up without a cell phone. And I didn't get a cell phone until I was like 23. And yeah, basic computing skills. Not really a tech guy. Not really a tech guy. That's part of it right there. Let's see. Cowboys saying shit happens. No worries. Yeah, it is what it is. In some ways, I don't care. That's part of it. It's like some perfectionists would get so bent out of shape about stuff like this. In some ways, I'm like, I ride by the wind. I'm like, whatever. In some ways, I have no shame. So what if I fucked up a stream? It is what it is. Let's see. Great pick with 2 Raptors legends. Wow, Cowboy. That's a lofty thing. In the end, maybe I will be a legend because of my crazy ass stream record, or like how long I do this for. I don't know. And maybe in some way, maybe I will get to legendary status, but not now. I'm not yet. Cool Cat just saying, oh, Lex, I think your computer had an automatic update and then needed a restart to sync all the devices again. I have no idea what it was. I'm just going to say, all right, it's working now, and we're going to go forward. We're going to be good. Yeah, in some ways, it's like I can troubleshoot all I want, but in some ways, it's like a new thing sometimes. Either way, it's not very interesting to talk about. We'll just move on. Trevor saying, good morning. Happy Tuesday. I hope your blessings multiply and you and your worries put to rest and your smile gets bigger. That's awesome, Trevor. I'm going to give you a dunk for such an awesome sentiment to us all. I really do appreciate that, my man. It's very, very nice of you. All right, so we're going to give Trevor a dunk. Commissioner J gets a dunk for such a nice words of wisdom and just a nice sentiment. There we go. All right, let's keep going. Cool Cat saying, I'm supporting Kyle being back home. Hope he gets a chip with his home state before he retires. No. Embiid needs our Raptors coach and Raptors point guard to finally get a chip. That would be the best messaging. Yeah, no. The best messaging is that Philadelphia goes without a championship much, much longer. Yeah, that's the best messaging. Yeah, no, fuck that. No, Kyle, we want it to be special with us, with both of them. We don't need Nick Nurse and Kyle getting other chips. No. Their championship was with the Toronto Raptors. They don't need to be becoming Philadelphia 76er champions. Fuck that shit, Cool Cat. Every which way. God forbid that happening. Please. Oh, my God. No. Cowboys saying, let's go, Scotty. That's right. Let's go, Scotty. Amit saying, I'm basically not in any streams anymore since I started school again. Been really busy and it's hard, especially with the time difference. I totally get that, Amit. I appreciate you being here, that it matters. We're going to get this started very soon so we can get you going on, because I know you probably have to get back to stuff too. Blackhawk saying, the only teams in the East that I can tolerate besides the Raptors are the Pacers and the Nets. Yeah, I can't tolerate the Nets. I'm still fuck Brooklyn. I can tolerate the Pacers. Yeah, I can tolerate the Pacers. In the East, in some ways, I'm tolerating the Knicks right now. I think the Pacers and the Knicks, obviously because our guys are there, I can tolerate those two teams. Like in some ways, I want those two teams to win. Like if you had me choose the top Eastern teams that I want in the finals, I would probably say the Knicks or the Pacers. Yeah, that's who I'd like to see in the NBA Finals for the East. Out of all those teams up there, those are the two that I could stomach the best. Let's just put it that way. Either the Knicks or the Pacers. Now, I know if the Knicks get the finals, they're going to be a mess. So in some ways, I'd much rather the Pacers get there. Because the Knicks get there, all those fans are going to be annoying. They're going to be so annoying. Oh, my God. Fiercely saying, I sent the invite of the coach's open house to my daughter's coach. Sharing is caring. That's really good. Seriously. It's a great opportunity for anyone. And if you're going to learn a lot if you go to it. Seriously, you learn a lot. Blackhawks saying no championships for the Bucks, the Sixers, the Cavs, the Celtics, and the Hawks. I can get behind that list, except for Atlanta. I don't think Atlanta's got a realistic chance, and I'm not really saying no championship for them. If they won, it'd be really crazy, and I kind of like it just because my family lives in Atlanta, and my little nephew's a big Hawks fan too. So it's like in some ways I can get behind Atlanta winning myself personally. But definitely those 4 other ones. And the Bucks were added to this list recently since they fired Griff. I was rooting for the Bucks to win. And then they fired Adrian Griffin. And now I hate them. So now they're on the list with the Sixers, the Cavs, and the Celtics. Those 4 teams definitely I do not want to get to the finals or have a chance to win the NBA title. No. Yeah, let's go Lowry. All right, yeah, we'll say let's go Lowry, just specifically him as an individual. That's it. Mo's saying thank me for sending out the coach's open house info. All right, Mo, well, thank you. I mean, I was going to find out about it at some point, but you were the one who let me know first. But yeah, I was going to find it at some point, but thank you for bringing it to our attention for sure. Amit saying, I'm Gen X. I'm Gen Z, proud 09er. See, that's crazy to me, man. In some ways, I mean, I was born in the 70s, bro. Yo. David saying, oh, no, what a disaster. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it is what it is. Who cares? David, I hope you'll come to the coach's open house. That'd be a lot of fun to go with you, man. I know you'd enjoy it. Blackhawks saying Sundays would be all right too for Raptors practice. I still have one teenager I got to be around in the weekdays. Ah, I see. Well, maybe you should bring them. Bring them down, Blackhawk. Seriously, make it an experience with them. Maybe they'll really like it because once again, it's free. And why not? Why not? I mean, it does make total more sense having it on the weekend, but I think the Raptors schedule is what makes it where they have to put it is because of what the schedule is for their team is that's the only day they could fit it in. I'm actually shocked they're doing it this year because normally they do it earlier in the season, but the earlier in the season was too hectic and crazy for Darko. I guess he figures he can do it now at the end of the season. I like the event, and I'm glad that it's continuing with Darko involved in it. I really do. Cream saying, I almost canceled my subscription for your technical difficulties. Don't let that shit ever happen again, said no one ever. No, I worry about that, honestly. If I'm too rag-a-tag outfit, some people like the quality of this YouTube channel is just not in the quality of my life. I get that. I won't lie. I watch a lot of gardening channels on YouTube, and I can be very picky. If somebody says something or does something on their channel weird, I may unsubscribe. I guess that's not very good for, I don't know. It just happens. It's just how YouTube is. It's just how YouTube is. I mean, sometimes it's like because they're like telling me how to grow plants in Australia, and I'm like, I'm not in Australia, and I don't know what this plant is. Like, I've never heard of this. What is this spiny berry dinkleburr? Like, what the fuck is that? Like, how do I grow that in my yard? I don't think I can buy those seeds here in Ontario. And I was like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be watching this gardening channel for Australia. It's shit like that happens to me sometimes. David's laughing. David's also saying Joel is never, ever going to win a championship. Just not possible. I'm with that. I love that. That's music to my ears. And Cowboy's saying alley-oop to Kareem. Yeah, we'll give Kareem an alley-oop for his funny joke. I mean, seriously, some people would do that. Your ineptitude has made me unsubscribe. Yeah, it's kind of funny in some ways. In some ways, I'm like, look, if I'm not up to your excellence, I'm sorry. In some ways, I'm not trying to jump as high as everybody's trying to tell me to jump. I'm just doing my thing. That's all I can do. Ahmed's saying I'm fine with Orlando winning. I am and I'm not. In some ways, I don't want Paulo to win before Scotty. In some ways, I'm going to make a big deal out of that. It's like if Paulo's doing things, I don't want Paulo doing things before Scott. In some ways, I don't want that. But it's interesting. They are a team I wouldn't absolutely hate if they won in some ways. Because I did have rooting interest in Orlando in the past. Yeah. But that's it. Not going to lie. That's it. Yeah, I don't want Miami to – although Miami now – no, I don't want Miami to win. If Lowry was there, I would have wanted them to win. Cowboys saying, David, tell Peter I said, what's up? Dap. Yeah. Blackhawks saying Brooklyn was a joke. They don't have enough history to have a serious rivalry. They kind of like the Clippers to me. No, we have a real rivalry with them. It's weird because it comes and goes. All right, think about it this way, Blackhawk. When Vince left, that made the rivalry in some ways because he went to New Jersey Nets. And then the next year, he and Richard Jefferson and Jason Kidd put us out in the first round. And that was horrible. That felt like Kevin Durant going to Golden State vibes. Vince putting us out as a net towards us. That kind of started it. New Jersey Nets rivalry. And then early in the Kyle and DeMar era, we played the Nets into a really long series against them with Paul Pierce. And Lowry got fouled in the lane in the last game at the last second, but the refs no-called it. And if he had went to the line, he would have won the game for us, but we got screwed. The NBA railroaded us out of that by giving a no-call. Lowry was fouled by Pierce, and they didn't call it, and we got screwed over, and the Nets beat us in that series. And then, Masai said, fuck Brooklyn. And we played them again in the bubble, and we routed them. We swept them with Jared Allen in that edition, there is a bit of a history. And yeah, they're an Atlantic Division rival. And trust me, this is a real thing. And it's a little bit different than the Clippers because of proximity. A little bit different, at least to me. Cool Cat saying, Bucks are totally off my list for Adrian. Giannis, no more chip unless you join the Raptors. Yeah, and at least not this year, Giannis. At least not this year with Doc. Blackhawk saying Hawks are on my shit list because Trey is an excellent heel. He totally is. He's funny. David's saying, yeah, bud, I'm coming. I just got to figure out how to register. I'm bringing a notebook. All right, man. The link. We got to get him the link for the Coaches Open House. Just get online and Google search it. Coaches Open House, March 19th, that date, and you'll find it. And you just got to register your name and your age and a couple of details about you with the site. And then boom, it says free registration. Boom, come on down. I love it if you come down there. It'd be a lot of fun. Kareem saying, if Doc Rivers doesn't turn that record around, we're going to have to remove his coaching credentials and ask for licensing back. Ooh, I'm telling you, he's been grifting everybody for a while now. Blackhawk saying, hey, Cool Cat, did you pick up a tension between Giannis and Dame at All-Stars? More on Dame's part? It's like Dame is Oscar the Grouch. Yeah, he's really miserable. Really, really miserable. I think that he just has a certain way he wants things to be. Well, he got booed when he got the MVP. I don't think that was ideal. Yeah, he just has a really pissed off face, like lately. He doesn't seem like he's smiling as much as he did before when he was in Portland. He doesn't seem like the happy-go-lucky guy. At this point, it's like all of his facades are dropped, and he's kind of just being more real. And now we see kind of more of a butthead he is. You know, the other factor is that, like, he is getting divorced. Like, he is separated from his wife for the longest time. And part of it is, like, going to Milwaukee was separating from her. So he is kind of going through some family emotional stuff too this season, just so y'all know also. Because, like, she's staying in Portland with the kids, and he's gone to Milwaukee to play for the Bucks on his own, just so you know. So he's a little bit away from his family, and he's getting a divorce. That's part of it too. Fiercely saying David is anti-Embozo, and I'm here for it. I'm totally with it too. In fact, I'm a fan of David's hating Joel Embiid fan club. I'm a fan of that. I'm in the fan club of that. Yeah. David's saying, honestly, I can't imagine why anybody likes that guy. Such a sack of shit. Wow. Yeah. See, that's what we come for, David. That's exactly what we're looking for right there. Kareem saying Jason Tatum throws the alley-oop to Neon Moon. Canadian Cowboy just dunked it over Muggsy Bogues sitting in a high chair. Kareem comes in with a three-pointer right there. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. You just made you just traded Kai Cenat out for Muggsy Bogues. Chris is saying, I want Oklahoma City to win. I can get behind that. Just more for SGA and Lou Dort. Not as much for Chet. Amit's saying, I think it's time to start trivia for sure. Let's do that. Let's do that. And David's dapping me. Yeah, you guys are talking too much, guys. We're supposed to do trivia, y'all. Hopefully, Fun Guy comes to the open house. I don't think that's likely. Blackhawks saying that rivalry was light. It is just players for hire on the Nets side. That's nothing compared to the Sixers, Celtics, Bucks, Nets, or pretenders when it comes to rivalries. No, I'm not going to say that. When they're strong, the rivalry will be renewed. Trust me. Yeah, I know it seems like it is, but I would say this. In some ways, we have more of a rivalry with the Nets than we do with the Knicks. It's very interesting. Cool Cat saying, yeah, fuck Brooklyn forever. Yep, no Magic success before Scotty. Celtics never, ever. Heats no more after they disrespect Lowry. Knicks alliance only for this year. And the Pacers is all right. My fave is there. Yeah, okay. So Cool Cat's lining up with us too. Cream saying, is BACG Chris? Yeah, that's MSJ's new handle. That is Chris. That is, yeah, from the meet and greet and other times. Yep. Bryce is saying, I believe either the Clippers, Mavericks, Nuggets, or Celtics are going to win it all. That's a pretty good list. I don't know why you have the Mavs in there, but the other three make sense. Mo's saying, I finally got to watch Vince and Alvin's interview. Cool. Yeah, I haven't watched that. Cool Cat saying, Dame is going through a divorce. He mentioned that, and his kids, so I'm giving him some grace, emotionally challenged. Yeah, that's definitely part of the thing that's going on with him. Definitely. He's got some Shaq stuff going on right now. Chris is saying, yes, MSJ was my name, but this is my real name. Going to go with that from now on. Yeah. David's saying, wait, your name is Chris. Well, the C is the middle initial, is his middle initial. So you see his initials are BCG, and the C is the Chris. There you go. All right, Amit's getting the cutoff. David's getting the cutoff. That's right. Yeah, they're different letters. Well, MSJ was not his initials. Blackhawk saying, whoa, I totally forgot the divorce. That could make anyone grumpy. I know that's for sure. Yeah, totally. All right, trivia starting. All right. Oh, and never a chip for Clippers. Kawhi. Yeah, I don't know about that. In some ways, the pattern is showing that Kawhi's going to win this year. Seriously, think about this. He won in 2014. He won in 2019. Well, he's due again. He's every 5 years. And the first one he got was with the Spurs in 2014. And then he got it with us in 2019. Well, he's due. It's 5 years, and he's healthy. It looks like it may be the Clippers winning the championship this year if Kawhi's schedule is on the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, I'm going to predict that right now. In some ways, the Clippers may win the championship this year just because it's been 5 years since he won with us. And that's how it worked with San Antonio. I mean, it'd be a really weird pattern if every 5 years Kawhi just come and takes a chip every once in a while. I mean, I could see it. I could see it. All right, let's do these trivias. Yes, we got 33 people in the chat right now. Let's go. This is Scotty Barnes, All-Star, Scotty Barnes Twitch family trivia. I was going to do this at some point. Well, I figured when Scotty got All-Star, we'll make it fun. And this is really not the kind of trivia that's normal for when we do the players, you know, the numbers about like their salary and stats and stuff. Nope, that's not what we're doing today. So get ready. It's going to be a little bit different. All right, here's the first question. The first person to write the answers in will get 50 points for each correct answer. Yeah, it's the very first person who writes it in. All right, just so y'all know. So be ready. Question number 1. Scotty Barnes, All-Star Trivia. What are the names of Scotty's dogs? What are the names of Scotty's dogs? He has 2 dogs now. What are his 2 dogs' names? 50 points for each. And you better spell them right. Yeah, Scotty will get mad at you if you don't. Cool Cat wants these. She's getting these. Cool Cat's taking both of them. That's right. It's Cardi and Cece. That's right. Of course, that's going to be the first question. Who are the baby girls? Who are the little baby girls for Scotty? The little baby girls, Cardi and Cece. That's right. And I believe Cool Cat spelled it the correct way with the K. It is Karti, not Carti, like whatchamacallit, Cardi B. No. It's Carti with a K and Cece with a C-I-C-I. That's right. Yeah. That's how he spells Cardi, the way Cool Cat spelled it. She correctly spelled it, the first one. All right, second question. Yeah, you need verification? What do you need verification for? This little box? You need me to tell you I'm not a robot? What the fuck? You need verification? What do you mean? What do you mean? He spells it exactly how she spelled it. Karti. He wanted it to be different. Okay? He liked the name Cardi, but he wanted it to be different. Come on, man. Come on, Scotty. Pshaw. David. You're funny. All right, let's keep going. The second question is, what are the names of Scotty's 2 brothers? What are the names of Scotty's 2? I know you're trolling, David. I love it. What are the names of Scotty's 2 brothers? His real life brothers that are his brothers and his family. Not like his buddies, his brothers, his literal blood brothers that are his brothers. What are his 2 brothers' names? Yeah, let's see. Look at that. Amit strikes back. And it you know what? Look, it's actually Cool Cat who got the first one. Fiercey, you got to get going. Amit is getting both of them. It is John French and Sean are the names of Scotty's brothers. I remember when I said the name John French in the chat, Scotty said, "You know who my brother is?" He says, "Raptor Street, you may know too much about me," is what Scotty said. When I name dropped his brother John French, I said, "Yeah, how's John French doing?" He's like, "Wait, you know who my brothers are?" He's like, "Raptor Street, you know too much." All right, let's see. Next question. This is definitely for Scotty Barnes' Twitch family. What game was Scotty playing when he was left behind by his friends? What game was Scotty playing when he was left behind by his friends? It was really sad. It's not NBA 2K. I'm at the GOAT. Sorry, my man. It's not that one. No, it's not Call of Duty. What game was Scotty playing when they left him behind? Yeah, no, you guys aren't going to get this one. I'm going to see when you guys remember this. No, it's not Call of Duty. It's not the one where they shoot people. It's not Fortnite. It's not that jumping game. It's not Rookie All-Star game. No, there was a game that he very famously got clipped where he was left behind and killed in the video game because his friends left him behind. No, it's not Fall Guys. No, it's not Fiercey. Y'all don't remember this. This is sad. This is, in some ways, I'm disappointed in y'all that y'all don't remember the lore of Scotty Barnes Twitch. You should know this. This is a very famous story, and it's a very funny clip. Valorant? No, I don't know what that is. Mario Kart? No, these aren't games he played. We got to get the ones. You got to remember what games he was playing back then. Summer Twitch. That's right. 2 years ago. We're testing our memories, old heads. What game was he playing? He was all right. Do you want me to describe what was happening? This will help y'all. He was on a dock, standing on a dock in the video game, and his friends got in a boat and left him behind on the island, and then he was killed. Yeah, that's what happened. He was supposed to get in the boat, but there wasn't enough room in the boat. And on the stream, he said, "Wait, guys, you're leaving me behind." No, and he got all upset. And it's a really funny clip. Y'all don't remember the game? Holy crap. Am I going to have to give you the easiest clue to get this? Because this is going to be a really disappointment. This is really, really going to be a disappointment, honestly. Rocket League is not right. GTA 6 is not right. A Raft? No. Oh, I remember that summer Twitch. I don't know the name. It was funny. Yeah, it was really funny, Cool Cat. That's why I'm so amazed y'all don't remember this. The game was a game where one person gets to play the villain and chase the other people around and try and kill them. And yeah, if you don't get away from the island, you will get killed by the psycho that has a certain name that would give the game away. If I tell you that, I can't believe y'all don't remember this. Oh my gosh, where's Isaac Campbell? He would know this. I think Tom Duke would know this too. Seriously. Come on, y'all. What game was it where he got left behind? Killer Island? That's a pretty good name, David. I like that for creativity. Amit's not knowing it. If I tell you who the villain is, you'll know it right away. So think about who would be the psycho. There you go. Bryce got it. Bryce got it. Look at Bryce coming in from Kentucky. Thank you, Bryce Lawson. Friday the 13th was the game. He was trying to get away from Jason, and Jason got him on the dock because his friends left him there. Yeah, it was horrible. Bachelor in Paradise, the Barnes Massacre. That's going to be what happens to teams against us, that we're going to go massacre them with Barnes. That's right. That's what the Barnes Massacre is. Yeah. Good job, Bryce Lawson. I'm really, really proud of you getting Friday the 13th. Bryce getting on the board. All right, let's keep going. Question number 4. What island country does Scotty have family from? What are his roots from? What island country are his family roots from? This is Adriana got this one. I tested this question on. Yeah, Jamaica is right. Fiercey's on the board today. Good to see it. Yep. His father is Jamaican. Scotty Barnes Sr. is Jamaican. Scotty Barnes Sr. is still alive, too. And Scotty Barnes Sr. is not a part of Scotty Barnes Jr.'s life. And, well, rightfully so in some ways. When he cut out and ran early, Scotty's like, no, don't circle back and come say hi to me now at all. Yeah, I think they're fine with each other, but he just doesn't have nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with them at all. Yeah. W spelling. Yeah, those are interesting spellings by you guys. There's a little bit of different spellings. I'm going to give Fiercey it because, I mean, Amit didn't do much better. It looks like Cool Cat got 2 eyes in there. Kareem's is really crazy. I think the first person who spelled it right was maybe Amit. But still, I know what y'all are talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I think you were the first one to spell it correctly, but I'm going to give it to Fiercey because in some ways it's like, I know what she was trying to write. I know what she's trying to write. Look, Monique wrote it right too. All right, we'll give Monique points on this one too because she actually spelled it right too. I like it. Yeah, yeah, it's all good, Amit. We'll still be good. It's not a spelling bee, as David put it. This ain't a spelling bee. It's all good, man. Tristan's here. W Lex, W All Star, go Raps. There you go, Tristan. Let's play some Scotty Barnes trivia. Here you go, guys. How many golds does Scotty Barnes have repping Team USA in the underage teams? How many times has Scotty win gold already in his life for Team USA on the underage teams? How many gold medals does he have? Cool Cat got it. He's got 3, y'all. Isn't that amazing? Scotty has 3 gold medals for USA already in the underage groups. Yeah, Cool Cat quick today. Very quick. Good stuff, Cool Cat. And Mo's in there too. All right, we'll give Mo a point there too. All right, next question. Who is Lloyd's 2K friend, and what is his favorite? All right, we'll just do the first one. Who is Scotty's 2K friend? Is what I'm saying. Who is Scotty's 2K friend that he met while he was at Florida State playing video games? And yeah, Cool Cat's gonna get it. It's Lloyd. It is Lloyd. All right, now the next bonus question on that one is, what is Lloyd's favorite NBA team? What is Lloyd's favorite NBA team? I know I said in the question, I screwed up on it, but everybody knows this answer. Everybody knows Lloyd. The Heat? The Heat is wrong. What is Lloyd's favorite NBA team? The one that he loves rooting for, the one he is always talking about. You guys are not going to get this, I don't think. David's saying the Hornets. That's wrong. Cool Cat's saying the Knicks. That's wrong. Fiercey thinks it's the Raptors. It's probably his second favorite team is the Raptors, but it's not his favorite. The Magic are not Lloyd's favorite team. The Lakers are not Lloyd's favorite team. OKC is. That's right. Cool Cat got it. He's a Thunder fan. He loves the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Cool Cat is cleaning up. Cool Cat is Scotty Barnes' Switch family. Of course, Cool Cat's going to do really well today. Yeah, it's Oklahoma City Thunder, guys. That's his favorite team. That's right. All right, let's keep going. Question number 7. What game did Scotty play with fans? He invited them to come play with him in multiplayer where they would shove him down, and then he got frustrated and he quit. What game would he play with fans? And he invited them to play, and then they'd all shove him down. Amit's going to get this one. It is Fall Guys. This is the Fall Guys question. Yeah, he didn't say, everybody come play Fall Guys with me in multiplayer. And you get like 20 fans to come in there, and they'd be playing Fall Guys, and all the fans would run over and push Scotty down. And Scotty's like, why are y'all picking on me? All of y'all. I'm going to quit playing with y'all at this point. Yeah, that's what happened. It was Fall Guys. That's right. Fall Guys. Yeah. Scotty invited you to play 2K with him, Ahmed. That's pretty cool. He was doing recruiting for a little bit, trying to find out if anybody in the Twitch family was a good 2K player. And well, the whole pause on that for a sec. You said no because you weren't home. Well, next time, maybe you get that opportunity once again. That would be good. That would be good. All right, next question. What former Raptor did Scotty beat at NBA 2K one day on his stream? What former Raptor did Scotty beat on NBA 2K one day on his stream? Yeah, Terrence Ross is right. Fierce's got it. And in fact, we're going to talk about Terrence Ross after the trivia because I have something I want to talk about with Terrence Ross after this trivia. It was T. Ross, T. Roos, T. Roos. Yes. All right. Next question. What kind of chips did Scotty taste test on his stream? What kind of chips did Scotty taste test on his stream one day? What kind of chips? Ruffles? No. Tomato? No. Tomato? What are you guys calling tomato? What? That's not the fucking name. What are you calling tomato chips? What is that, y'all? Yeah, ketchup. Thank you, Fiercey. I'm not taking tomato chips, y'all. I'm sorry. That's not a thing. Fiercey got it. It's ketchup chips. Ketchup chips, tomato chips. That's an interesting thing, man. Yeah, I guess so, Ahmed. I guess so. That's interesting. Give me a break. I'm sorry. It's got to be ketchup. Because that's the whole part of like talking about it. It's all good, man. You guys are doing good. It's very competitive today. We'll have to see how it ends up at the end. All right, next question. What is Scotty's sister's name? What is Scotty Barnes' sister's name? Yeah, there you go. Somebody we never talk about. Like we may have talked about his brothers a bit, but what is his sister's name? Yeah, I wonder if y'all know what Scotty Barnes' sister's name is. Yeah, tough trivia. This may be one of the toughest questions right here. Don't ever talk about Scotty's sister. Yeah, did you even know he has a sister? I bet you didn't. Yeah, look at this. Kathleen. I think that's his mom's name, isn't it? Isn't that his mom's name, Kathleen? That's not his sister's name. No, it's not. Not at least the name I've got here on the piece of paper from my research yesterday. Yeah, you guys are Googling this. Angie. Angie. No, Stargate, no. I know he has a sister, but I don't know her name. I know that's part of the fun of this one, Cool Cat. When I was doing this, I was like, I know he has a sister, but I don't know her name. And I'll bet you a lot of other people are like this. I know this is the advanced Raptor Freak question for today. What is Scotty Barnes' sister's name? Madness and evil laugh. The trivia question. Bonus points if you know her last name too. That's close, Cool Cat, but that's not actually her name. That is not her name. That's kind of close to what her name is. It sounds kind of like it. That's not what her name is, so. Yeah, this is awesome. I stumped y'all a little bit. This is good. This is good. I needed to do this a little bit. Yeah. This is interesting. Who's Googling this? Who's on there? Ahmed, where's your Google, bro? Somebody's going to have to Google this. Nobody's going to know this off the top of their head. Seriously. If you knew this off the top of your head, well, you're Scotty Barnes fan number one. Seriously. If you know Scotty's sister's name just off the top of your head right now, you are a real fan, is what I'm going to say it. Doesn't it start with a J? No, it doesn't. Monique, it does not start with a J. It does not start with the J. Yeah, this is interesting. The wheels are turning. People are trying to figure it out. Karen. Chris thinks Scotty's sister's name is Karen. It's not Karen. That's close. Cool Cat's getting closer, but that's still not right. I mean, that's not how you spell it. And but it's getting closer. Kathleen. No, I think that's his mom's name. Kathleen. I think that's his mom's name. Sherry Ann. That's closer in the right first letter, but that's not it. That's not it still. Carolyn? No, no. It's not Carolyn. This is interesting. We've stumped people on Scotty Barnes' sister's name. Yeah, this is really interesting Raptor Freak business right here. Sandra, that's the even closest. Sandra is close. The first and the last letters are right. It's not Sharon. It's not Sherry Ann. But these are names that sound kind of. Kathleen is the mom, indeed. Yes, I knew that was his mom's name. That's not one of the questions, by the way. So you're not going to get that later. No. I'm really shocked about this. In some ways, this is not a normal. This is not a normally spelled name. So if y'all are just trying to put random women's names in there, you're not going to get it. Sanita? No, no, no. I mean, this is really crazy. I must be really good at digging up information. If I could do it, find it, and you guys can't. Jordan says Carol. No, it is a name that starts with S and ends with A, is her name. And she has a last name too, because she's married. So if you gave me her full name, that would be very good. Yeah, Cool Cat saying Sky's very private about his family. This is true. This is very true. There we go. Chris got it. Chris got it. Her name is Shelia. Shelia. I think that's how you say her name. But Chris, you're getting this. MSJ getting on the board today. Her name is Shelia Wilkins is her last name. So she's married. Yeah, Chris got it. That's how you spell her name. Shelia. Shelia. I'm pretty sure that's how, yeah, you say it. Shelia. Yeah, there you go. Shelia Barnes. Yeah, that was hard. Amit's like, damn, that was hard. It's like he's been playing so much trivia with me for like the last year. And that is the question where he's like, damn, that was hard. That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, I don't think anybody would have guessed that. It's just Chris found it. He found it. Yeah, good job. All right, here's the next question, guys. We still got like 7 questions. This is awesome. What color and kind of car did Scotty give to his mom? What color and kind of car? I don't need the exact make and model. Just give me a color and the type of car that it is. Black cat? All right, I'll give you the color, Fiercey of black, but that's not really the right type of car. Cat or Jeep. Jeep is not right, y'all. That's not a Jeep. Y'all saying it's a Jeep is not right. That's not a Jeep. That's not the make of that car. It's not a Jeep, y'all. Y'all writing it says a Jeep. That's not the right answer. Cherokee? No, I don't even care about the brand. I want the type of car it is. Y'all think it's a Jeep. It's an SUV. Of course it's an SUV. Thank you, Stargate. SUV is what it is, y'all. It's a black SUV is what he bought his mom. Yeah, so he could get a lot of people in there. Oh, because it's a brand name is a Jeep? Yeah, maybe I should go back and give you guys that, but that's not what I was asking. I was asking for the type of car, not the make and model. It's the type. It's an SUV. It may be made by Jeep, but that's not a Jeep. It's not a Jeep. So yeah, Lex and Culture Black Jeep is what you guys call SUV. Oh, really? I still think like in some ways, black SUV. I don't know. UK influence. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're in Canada. All right. My bad, guys. I don't know. I've never heard an SUV called a Jeep. I know maybe the maker of that car was a Jeep SUV, but yeah, in some ways it is what it is. We're gonna give it to half the points to Fiercey for saying black, and half the points to Stargate for saying SUV. Because I was looking for SUV. SUV, yeah. I get what you guys are saying. I apologize. You always call them a Jeep and never SUV. I don't know. Maybe that is just a little bit of a code switch or a culture dialect. I apologize. My answer on the sheet says SUV. Okay, y'all call them SUVs, Jeeps. Okay, I apologize. I didn't know that. I really didn't. I was like, that's not a Jeep though. There's no roll bar, and it's not like open concept, and it doesn't seat like only 4 people. It seats like 12 people, and that's the whole reason why he got it. That's the whole reason why he got it. He said, I want to get you this SUV, mom, so you can fit the whole family in it. Remember? And it's like that. And any vehicle can hold 10 people is either a bus or an SUV or a van or something like that. I don't know. Either way, it's all good, guys. This is an interesting difference. And like, Yeah, maybe I am showing my whiteness here. Yeah. All right, next question. What gym chain did Scotty cut his teeth in as a kid playing against adults in pickup games? What gym chain was Scotty at when he learned how to play basketball against men when he was young, when he was very young? That's part of his secret is that he went to this place and played a lot and he played against men, and that's why he got better. Cool Cat's got it. It's LA Fitness. LA Fitness is where Scotty went to cut his teeth with the old heads. When he was a little kid, he was out there playing with grown men. That's right. It was LA Fitness in Palm Beach, baby. Yeah, yeah. YMCA is not exactly right because he was playing with kids at the YMCA. He was playing there too, but my question was, where was he playing adults? And it was at the fitness. Yeah, the fitness, LA Fitness. That's right. Okay, here's the 13th question. Yeah, with the old man with the dad bods. Yeah, he was playing against grown men. He was a child. That's why he's strong and rugged. Those big man games. That's right. He probably tell you that. That's the damn truth. That's the damn truth. All right, next question. One day, Scotty was teaching us something on the stream. What was Scotty teaching us on the stream one day? It was like we were in school all of a sudden. What was Scotty teaching us on the stream one day? It was so out of random, out of the blue. Yeah, it wasn't just algebra. It was a little bit better than that. It was calculus. That's right. Stargate, it is calculus. Stargate getting the points on that one. Stargate, you were there too, right? You're Scotty Barnes Twitch family. I think I remember you being in there. Yeah, it was calculus. That's the specific. How to dribble like an NBA player? Geometry? No, it wasn't algebra. It wasn't geometry. This was high level math. He was teaching us calculus on his stream one day. It was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? Why is Scott teaching us calculus? This is so weird. Yeah, this was on his Twitch stream. He did it one day, Country Kong. You weren't there, I don't think. It was weird. He got a book out and he had it and he was holding it up and he was like, I think he was trying to prove to everybody he was smart. And he was like, because maybe some people were trying to say he was stupid. He was like, nah, I'm going to get on my stream today. I'm going to teach calculus. So he started teaching us calculus. It was really weird. It was really weird. Yeah, Stargate, I remember you're Sky Barnes Twitch family too. Yeah, a lot of us are. Honestly, like I'm looking here, like Country Kong, Stargate, Cool Cat, Amit, Fiercey, all of y'all were Scotty Barnes Trish family. Every single one of y'all were in there. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. It was hilarious when he was doing it. I was like, he was teaching me math that I didn't even know. Like he knows more about math than I do. Seriously. Like, and I took a lot of high level AP courses, but I never got that high in math where I was learning calculus. So he knows more about calculus than I do, which is awesome. That's a big deal right there. Yeah, Scotty is smart. I'd be surprised if someone like Brooke Lopez did that. Yeah. Yeah. And someone's just like, yeah, he wants to beat the allegations with still stupid, like fucking statement people keep saying. Yeah, yeah, whatever. It's crazy. Yeah, Country Kong saying, Lex, do you remember when he tried to teach us all how to be NBA players like him? I vaguely remember that. Yeah. Amit saying, fiercely, I'm pretty sure Brooke went to Harvard or something like that. Doesn't mean he's smart. I mean, I've seen that new commercial with the Lopez twins. They're idiots. They're in the driveway fighting with that family. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I hate them. All right, let's keep going. We got a couple more questions. This stream's been really crazy and janky with the false start and then like really taking a long time to get into this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they went to Stanford. I think that's where they went. Yeah, they do sound dumb when they speak. All right, let's keep going. What position would Scotty most likely play if he was in the NFL? He gave two positions, so there's two answers. What position would Scotty most likely play if he played in the NFL? Point guard? I'm talking about in the NFL, y'all. No, it's not quarterback. He tried quarterback. He failed, he said. He can't play that. Country Kong's right. It's tight end. He said you play a tight end. There's one other position. If you say it, Country Kong, you'll get the other one. What would he play on the other side is what I'm asking you. What would he play on the other side? Tight end is right. Country Kong got it already. But what would he play if he was on the defensive side? What would he play on the other side? Running back's not right. Kicker's not right. TE is a tight end. TE is a tight end. Defensive back is not exactly right, Country Kong, but keep guessing. You're close. OT, offensive tackle? No. Cornerback? No. No, it's not offensive tackle. He said tight end. And then the other one on the defensive side, it's a defensive line spot, but you got to tell me which one. You're good, Country Kong. You got the first one. You can probably get the other one. It's a very specific term. It's similar to the first answer. It's just one word's different at the front. Safety? No. Linebacker? No. Nose tackle? No. No. It's very specific. He answered this question at All-Star Weekend. DB, it's not exactly DB, guys. DE, there it is. It's DE. Amit got it. Defensive end, which is different than defensive back. Defensive end is a defensive line. It's on the end of the line, and it's kind of like a Derek Brooks was a defensive end. He kind of like a big guy who rushes the passer and like is really a shit disturber. That's kind of what that is. You got to be quick and big, and you come around the end and you get at the quarterback, and that's kind of what that position is. Yeah, he would be a defensive end. I'm giving it to Amit because he put in DE, but Fiercey's right after it with that. You were right after it. Tristan, I see you too. Yeah, Kareem's like, kind of sad I didn't get this. Don't worry about it, Kareem. Seriously, I know you're a football guy, but don't worry about it. In some ways, it's like, listen, we know way too much about Scott. Obviously. In some ways, we do. All right, 3 more questions, and then we'll be done, and I'll add them up, and we'll see what's there. Aren't those guys usually huge, though? Which ones? The defensive ends? Yeah. Well, Scotty's what? He's like 6'10". He'd be fantastic at defensive end. He's so agile and quick. He could come around people with that kind of size and with that height. Trying to throw the ball over him? Holy crap. No, he would be getting pass deflections. Like he's a kind of defensive end that would run around the offensive line and jump up and like swat the ball when the quarterback's trying to pass it. Seriously, because he's got those kind of hops and length. Like it would be nasty. It would be so nasty. Yeah. I just started guessing every position I know. Well, it worked, Tom. It worked. All right. Next question. Who was Scotty's videographer who disappeared? If you can get his last name too, that'd be really impressive. You know his whole name. Who was his videographer who disappeared? He was making videos for him, and then he just took the fuck off. I don't know where he's been since. I guess he's busy doing his film career in university. He don't have time to document Scotty's amazing life. Man, what get your priorities straight, dude. Chris is not the name. That's not what his name was. This is funny. I thought you guys would know this right away because this was a very important person around the Scotty Barnes streams. I can see Scotty more as a tight end than a defensive end. He said that if he was on the other side, he'd be a defensive end. But yeah, tight end is the position he probably play for sure. Cool Cat saying, I was wondering about that guy. Laugh out loud. Stop following him. Damn. Yeah, you're wondering who he is. I know. A country con's like, I forgot his name, but he disappeared for real. Ryan or something. That guy was unserious. Yeah, there we go. Kareem's got it. It's Max Gilbert. Max Gilbert. That's right. Kareem getting on the board, getting Max. That was who it is. Kareem, I'm going to give you 100 points for that one because honestly, you got both the names, and that's really, really good. Max Gilbert. I think it's Gilbert. I think that's his last name, or is it? I don't know. Yeah, you were close. You're close. Yeah, Max. Max was his name. All right, next question. Who gave Scotty his custom computer? He built him a computer and sent it to him. Who gave Scotty that computer? Who did it? We know who did it. Dear Scotty Barnes Twitch family, you know who sent Scotty his custom Scotty Barnes amazing computer with his like number and his like, I think he's on it. Like there's a picture of him on his computer. There we go. Tristan knows. Tristan, are you Scotty Barnes Twitch family also? You probably are. Tristan knows. It's WR Builds. Of course, it's WR Builds. WR Builds. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. It was a nice computer, too. You know what? WR Builds has given him a second computer since. He got the initial computer in the beginning, and he's come around and given him a second computer since. So, yeah, Scotty's gotten 2 computers from WR Builds. Yeah. And he did one for Gary, too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He did. All right, last question of the day. And only the real ones will know this one. But I have a feeling y'all know it because a lot of y'all were in those Twitch streams like crazy. I'm really, really impressed with y'all's knowledge here today. All right, the last question is, and honestly, we could say there's 2 answers. What Scotty Barnes Twitch family member made it to Scotty's 2K team? He was talking about wanting to play with Scotty on it, and then he did. He finally did make the team. And the last times when he was streaming last summer, this dude was a bona fide person on the team with him at this point. It's not Lloyd. Lloyd doesn't count. We're talking about somebody who started like us in the beginning of the Twitch family. We said, I want to be like on Scotty's 2K team. And Scotty's like, well, maybe one day. Well, we found out last summer when Scotty returned to Twitch family, he had been playing with Scott since, and he was now a part of the lineup of Scotty's crew that he plays with on 2K. It was one of us in the beginning. Somebody, if y'all know this name, I'm gonna be really, really impressed because I'll know that you really are somebody who's in there. Now it's similar to what Amit's talking about. Amit was gonna play with Scotty on 2K, but he didn't. He didn't get in there yet and play with him. But this guy did, and he started playing with him regularly, and he still does probably to this day. That's the thing. Yeah, yeah. Country Con says forgot his name, but wasn't he selling? He was the last time we were in there, but the first time he played Scotty, he killed him, and he absolutely did really, really good. Amit saying, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's not Tom. It's not Tom Duke. Tom Duke's not a gamer. And Lloyd is one of the people he plays with, but that was somebody who pre-existing was playing with. We're talking about somebody who made it. Cool Cat saying, oh, I remember that session. Lex, this one is tough. I won't lie. I know. This is a really tough one. Y'all are going to hear it and you're going to be like, oh, yeah, of course. That's who it is. Yeah, it's somebody. I just, in some ways, he's a famous Scotty Barnes Twitch family person because we talked to him a lot. And Lloyd became his friend over Twitch. Yeah, I know. But that was at FSU before the Twitch family. I'm talking about somebody who was Twitch family like us, who played 2K and then talked to Scott. And now he plays regularly with Scott now. But yeah, it's not Pensair. Fuck, not that dude. That dude's never been in Scotty Barnes Twitch family. Fuck that guy. If he comes in there, we'll tell him to fuck off. Yeah, Amit's saying good luck, y'all. He has no idea. Yeah, maybe I'll give you all a clue. Skylar, Dell. Dell is the right first letter. How about that? Skylar is not the name of the person. Stargate is not the name of the person. Yeah, D is what their name starts with. D. Yeah, Dylan. It's not Dylan. It's not like a normal name. And if you weren't in there, you're not going to get it. David? No, David wasn't Scotty Barnes Twitch family. Unfortunately, he wasn't in there with us. I don't think he was. No, man, maybe this is too hard. I would think one of y'all would know this. Seriously, really rack your brains. Who in our Twitch stream actually plays 2K with Scott? If you didn't show up in the last streams last summer, if you weren't Scotty Barnes Twitch family 2023, you may not know this answer. Yeah, it's David saying, I hate technology. What was the question? Isn't it dog something? It is not dog something. Drolo, one of us, one of the regulars, not one of us in this channel, but he does know of this channel, and he's cool with me. He was a regular in the Scotty Barnes Twitch, and he bugged him. And he said, hey, I want to play on your team. And his first guy said, nah, we're not letting anybody in. But what we found out last summer when Scotty came back was he had let him in finally, and he was playing on Scotty's team now, on his 2K team. Man, I'm surprised. This guy lives out west, I believe. I think he lives in Alberta, and he won a bet. There was a bet in the first summer of Scotty Barnes that he could beat somebody in 2K, and he won the bet, and he was kind of a hero for that. Yeah, it's not Duke Tom. You know what? Maybe I'm just going to have to give the 50 points to me because you guys aren't going to get it. I don't think you guys are going to get it. When I say the name, you guys are going to be like, oh, yeah. Yeah, this kid, I think he lives in Alberta. And he's young. He's not my age. He's young. He's like Amit's age. He's younger. Yeah. Man, I don't know how to help you guys with this. In some ways, it's like without giving it away. All right, let's say the first letter of his name is a D, and the last letter of his name is an I. Does that help you guys? Let's see if that helps. Yeah, give 1 point to everybody. Cowboy's like, what's the question? Dimitri. No, it's not Dimitri, but you know what? That's Do, like Homer. What guy from Scotty Barnes Twitch family made his 2K team and actually started playing on? There we go. Tom Duke knows. Look at this. Holy shit. Look who's here. Like out of the woodworks, just comes in and answers. Holy crap. Look at this. Tom remembers. It's Durrani, y'all. Yes, Tom Duke. So look at Tom's like a safety net. Holy crap. He just came in all of a sudden and he answered like he has not been here for 6 months. And all of a sudden he comes in and he drops that Durrani name. He's exactly right. Tom's like, I know this. I got to help Lex. I got to put this in. Tommy, I love you so much. Yes, Tom, you got it, man. Yes, Tommy, look at all the love. Everybody's going crazy now because Tom showed up all of a sudden. He saw me floundering, and Tom's like, oh, I can't let Lex just sit like this. I know it's Durrani. I'm just going to put it in. It's Durrani. Oh, my gosh. This is glorious. In some ways, I forget about the trivia. We're so happy to have you back, Tom. Oh, my gosh. Just to have you for a second here. Man, W to Tom Duke. Y'all give big dubs to Tom Duke in the chat, please. Just like Scotty would tell y'all. Big W's for Tom Duke in the chat, please. Right now. Right now, spam those W's. That's right. Yeah, Tristan's laughing. Tom's laughing. I love it. I love it so much. Tom, you've been changing them, right? You switched out Dennis and put in RJ and Kelly. Thank you. Thank you, Tommy, for being the little emoticon elf in the middle of the night, changing our emotes still. Tom Dookie is back, baby. Yes, Scotty All-Star has revived the spirit of Tom Duke back in the Raptor Freak channel. I love this. I love this. Yes, the future is bright, if not uncertain recently, Tom. At least the Raptors know their roster at this point. I'm excited about tomorrow, honestly. Playing the Brooklyn Nets is going to be fun. All right, it's not tomorrow, actually. We've got 2 days off, still till Thursday. But I'm excited to see the Nets here in Toronto and start the next part of the season. How many wins do y'all think we can get before the end of the season? Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. See how many we can add to the 19 by the end of the season. And will we finish above Brooklyn Nets is what I'm wondering. Dap from David. I love it. Kareem saying Tom Duke is fucking cryptic. He's probably good at cryptics too. Like they're puzzles, right? Cowboy saying alley-oop from Tom Duke. Yeah, let's give alley-oop. We're going to give him a 5. I'm giving him double threes like Tommy. I mean, like Scotty. He's going to get double threes real quick. Just real quick. 2 threes real quick. So we're giving him 6 points. Just right off the bat for Tom coming in and hitting 2 threes real quick. Real quick. That's awesome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 100 points for Tom. Yeah, he's going to get points today. Cool Cat saying, oh, shit, Tom Duke. Howdy. Welcome back. We missed you. Yeah, what up, Tom? Definitely. I knew he's going to get a hero's welcome if he just even comes in and says one thing. It'll be like a pop like Hulk Hogan gets in wrestling or Stone Cold Steve Austin's. The glass breaks and Tom walks out, and everybody's like, wow. I knew it was going to be like that. Cowboys saying, let's fucking go. I love it. Let's see. 1,000 points for Tom. Kareem said this guy shows up and drops the Woj bomb. Yeah, Tom was like, I'm just dying. He saw me floundering like that fish in that Faith No More video that's like flopping on the ground like it wants air. You know, that fish didn't die. PETA got so mad at Faith No More for the epic video when they had that fish flopping around on the piano at the end of the video. But they saved that fish. That fish went right back in the water. It was only out for like the shots. Maybe it's a little torturous to do to a fish, but it is what it is. I was a little bit like that just now. Chris is saying, hey, Tom, laugh out loud. Yeah, 1,000 points for Tom. That's right. He heard the call and he showed up. 1,000,000 points for Dukes. Yes. W's. Fiercely saying, Tom was like, come on, people. I'm itching to say it. You know he was. He probably knew he was right away. He's like, man, it's Durrani. It's Durrani. It's Durrani. It's Durrani, y'all. It's Durrani. He's like yelling through the computer, probably. It's Durrani. It's so good. Cowboys got the W's for Tom, and Monique saying, "What's happening, Tom?" He's saying, "I've never left. I just haven't commented." See, he's been here the whole time. I knew this was kind of happening. Tommy, we love you, man. Either way, no matter what, man, you're my guy, bro. And listen, man, thank you for helping us to end this trivia just now. Holy crap. I was like, well, I'm going to take the points if nobody gets it. Thank you, Tom, for stepping up and getting the Durrani points. It's really pretty cool. You know, I believe Scotty's going to be back, and we'll see him and Durrani and Lloyd, and we'll be in there talking to them, Chunky Monkey, all the regulars from in there, everybody we know from Scotty Barnes' Twitch family. We'll be back in full effect this summer at some point. I have a feeling. I really do. I think that in some ways, when Scotty feels a little bit more in control of his destiny and how he feels about his career in the NBA, he'll feel more loose and he'll be more apt to come and visit us and get on the stream and interact with us. It'll be awesome. Yeah. Let's see. Cowboys saying Raptors are going to the finals now. Yes. Fiercely said, let me take a drink to celebrate Tom's return. No, wait, too early in the day. We'll put that on layaway for later, Fiercely, for sure. Definitely put that on layaway for later. Yeah. David saying, are you drinking already, Cowboy? Laugh out loud. Hey, whatever you guys are doing, that's your lives. Kareem saying Raptors are going to go 27-0 to finish. Is that how many games we got left? 27 games? Man, I just want to get to 30 wins. In some ways, I don't want to be in the 20s at the end of the year. Can we win 11 games out of 27 by the end of this season, Raptors? Because I want to have 30 wins at least. I don't want to be in the 20s. That's a bad place to be for a season total for wins. We got to at least get 30. Yeah. Stargate saying, how many games left? 30? I think it's 27, like you said. Tommy's got the membership. Awesome. Alley-oop to Kareem. All right, we'll give Kareem an alley-oop for sure. For sure. Where is Kareem Thomas on here? There he is. We'll give him another one. Yeah, this has been a momentous stream. It's so awesome to see Tommy speak again. Yeah, let's see. Fiercely saying, just like Jerry Springer's show, I'm shouting, Tommy, 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 da-na-na, da-na-na, back with the words of wisdom, da-na-na, da-na-na, the message of the day or whatever, Jerry Springer's message of the day. Cowboys got the Mug Brothers in effect. That's right. Tommy's here. Kareem saying 27-0 sounds good to me. That's right. Tommy's all about winning. Tommy's all about the dubs. In some ways, when we've been losing, Tommy's not as strong. But when we're winning, Tommy comes back in full effect. Watch. Yeah. G saying, did I just come in and see Tom? Woo! That's right. Yeah. He came in and helped me because nobody was answering the last trivia question, G. And he got it. It's Durrani. That's right. David's saying, we need Tom Duke emoji, the graffote. Yeah, in some ways, that would be a good one. I mean, Tommy, I wouldn't be upset if you added yourself just for fun. And even in absentia, even if you're just here silently watching, we could use it in honor of you. We'll just use it and we'll say, that's a Tom Duke and put it in there. I mean, I have no problem with that, Tommy. If you want to, in celebration of your reappearance, if you want to put your head in there just a little bit for a while, as long as you want to, we put it in there. We want to celebrate you, my man. A Tom Duke emoji sounds good, David. I'm with you. Kareem saying, I got a link with Tom so I can get some tips to get my veggies set up for the summer. There you go. Seriously, Tom. Seriously, you can help Kareem with what he's got coming up for sure. Tom, thank you for joining as a purple level member. Cowboy saying, I've been saying this from time, David. I want my cookie. You better give Uncle David the cookie. Better give the cookie to Cowboy. Yeah, we're winning 37 games. I think we only have 27, but yeah, we can get 37 out of 27. I like that. I have money on it. All right. Stargate saying 20-7 or 19-8. Okay, I'll take 11 and what is that? 11 and 16. I'll take 11 and 16. Can we do at least that? Cookie, there's the cookie. Kareem saying, I want my Jerry beads. I mean, Tommy beads. They have beads for the Jerry Springer show, like Mardi Gras. That's weird. That's weird. Kareem's got tits. Okay. All right. And Cowboy saying, Tom emoji, hashtag. All right. I like it. All right. Here, this is what I want to talk about with Terrence Ross. Terrence Ross was all over Twitter yesterday asking questions to the fans. And he was asking them, how can the NBA fix the All-Star game? And it was interesting. I went and brought the idea that Chris put forth yesterday to Terrence Ross, talking to him about, well, you know what, listen, and think about this, Adam Silver. If you can't get the players to take this game seriously, well, why try and fight it? If there's one thing I'm learning about permaculture and building a food forest, is if the plants don't want to take to the land and be there, well, don't fight nature. It's going to be how it is. Well, if the nature of the All-Star game is unserious, if the nature of the All-Star game is just not going to be taken seriously at all, and you're upset and all upset about it, well, lean into it. That's the best thing to do. Don't fight it. Lean into it, Adam Silver. And that's why I think Chris's idea to use the LED court for the All-Star game is a home run. In some ways, you don't lose on this one, Adam Silver, because the game is not serious when you have all kinds of visual bells and whistles all over it and crazy stuff going on. I really do think this is a very smart decision by the NBA if they make this decision. That if the game's already unserious and stupid, well, let's just make it as crazy as possible and interesting. In some ways, you'll do two things. You'll renew interest in watching it. You'll get your viewership up. You'll also, maybe by chance, get the players get more interested in playing better or doing things in it because of the novelty and the innovation and the newness of it. I sent this message to Terrence Ross yesterday saying, forget about making it serious. Y'all keep talking about, well, they're making jokes like we should leak the Instagram messages of the losers at the end of the night. That's not realistic, and that's kind of stupid. They say, oh, make them fly economy on the way home if they lose. That'll make them want to play harder. No, you can't do this. Everybody has different motives as an individual. And you can't just blanketly say we're going to punish them or we're going to reward them. In some ways, the money doesn't matter to them. In some ways, the punishments, well, that's just kind of archaic. And the players' union would never allow it. So what do? Don't fight it. Go with it. Lean into it, the unseriousness of it, and make that court as unserious as possible. And it'll be so much fun. I'm telling you, it'll rejuvenate it. And if people don't they know not to take the game seriously, that it's a bunch of mini games and fun little things flashing on the court and jumping on this spot and making the shot. You can make a $50,000 spot for the children's hospital. You jump on that spot and you hit the shot and you make it, and there's $50,000 for St. Jude's all of a sudden. This is winning, bro. Why don't you do this, Adam Silver? Forget about making it serious. You're not going to win. It's broken. There's no way you can make the All-Star game back to what it used to be. Fucking lean into the unseriousness of it with the LED court. And in some ways, you may make something even better than the original All-Star game because it's gamed all crazy and all kinds of weird, flashy stuff and little mini games in the middle of the All-Star game. And some guys like Kevin Durant and Jason Tatum and all those guys will be like, wow, I want to be the first one to make 50,000 hot spot for charity. I want to be the first. Like maybe you reward Dame Lillard for half-court shots. Put that spot out there on the half court and let him shoot from there. And boom, all of a sudden he makes $100,000 donation to charity because he made a half-court shot. You can make this work, NBA. Just use your brain and use your technology. The technology is right there in front of you. They don't want to be serious? Well, make that game as unserious as possible, just like that Celebrity Ruffles game on Friday night. That was entertaining, even if it was all goofy and gimmicky and Kai Cenat's out there running around. Yeah, it was entertaining. And in some ways, you could do that with a regular All-Star game with that same damn court, with the regular players. Yeah, you get them real interested and excited about playing in it because of that. I'm telling you, it's a brilliant idea that Chris had. And I put it forth to Terrence. Terrence is really asking the fans, how do we fix this? He said, I also see why the game is the way it is. After playing 48 minutes damn near every night, you want that break more than anybody. On top of injuries, rest, etc. I can see why the game has gone to shit. But still, the All-Star game used to be what we all waited for. It deserves better. So Terrence is bringing up the point that a lot of the players who come to the All-Star game just want a break. Like people just want a break. And sometimes when you go to the All-Star game, you're not getting a break. And sometimes the guys are just tired. And that's part of the reason why they play like Luka, is because in some ways they don't take it seriously because it's not a game that goes towards their win-loss record for their team. In some ways, they're not going to get up for the competition in the same ways because they want to just rest, is what Terrence is saying. He's saying, and honestly, the NBA should ask the fans what they want to see. Go back to the players and see what's possible because at the end of the day, this game is for the fans. That's what I'm saying. Combine the charity with the new LED court and make it for the fans. Entertain the fans. Put some stuff out there. Make little crazy mini games in the middle of the game where like people like Halliburton and Lillard and Trae Young are getting into shooting contests and they're trying to hit certain spots because the court lit up, and put certain temporary window spots for extra points or money for charities. It's a brilliant idea. It's such a brilliant idea. Seriously. Ross is saying also, I wonder if the way the NBA game is played has any negative effects on the next generation's mindset. Could NBA culture be impacting the way the future generations play? Is this why Euro players are taking over? I think Ross is exactly right. You know what? It occurred to me the other day. The problem with the NBA and the North American players now is prep. It's the prep situations. You know, ever since LeBron James was found as a young middle school kid, he was anointed and known that he was going to become somebody. Well, that changed the whole process of how to handle young players that are coming up in the prep situations. And they really get coddled. They get coddled in a way that they didn't before. And back in the day, it's almost like they could come up to a 7-year-old and say, you're going to be an NBA player someday. They already get in their mindset. In some ways, they don't work as hard. And in some ways, the system, it ensconces them and it makes it happen if they're anointed already. Now, sure, they have to be good enough and still have to come through. But in some ways, when you're already told as a youngster, yeah, you're going to have this path, do you work as hard as the people before that it was unclear whether they get that path? That's part of it. The Europeans, when they're coming up as youngsters, they don't have a clear path to the NBA. They have to make a distinction for themselves on that continent before they even get in the picture to be possibly invited over here. So it's an interesting thing. The prep situation, I think, is what's making people soft. The global influence of the NBA influences all players around the world with the style and the flashiness and the cheap bullshit kind of no substance kind of shit. Everybody around the world gets influenced by that, especially in Asia. We know in the Philippines last year for World Cup that those fans very valued the flashy kind of crappy NBA style game over FIBA. So it's a weird thing. In some ways, Ross is right. The NBA does influence the young players for the way they are and their work ethic and the way they look at the game in a bad way. And but it does the whole globe. If you ask me, everybody's watching the NBA around the world and maybe getting influenced the same way. It's the prep system that softens up young players in North America compared to other places around the world. I think it's really that. It's like we make them golden boys right away, and they in some ways they don't work as hard because they all know it's kind of predetermined, or it's just what it's going to be in front of them. They don't go through the hard knocks. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. Terrence is saying also, should we make the All-Star weekend longer, give them time to rest, and then perform? That may be smart, actually, in some ways. The other thing they were suggesting is do it like the Pro Bowl. Quit screwing around with it in the middle of the season. Just put it at the end of the year like the NFL does. I don't know how that would work with playoff teams and how things are going with that, but I don't know. I don't think there's any clear cut like smart decision. I think that the bold one that Chris came up with that I'm seconding and championing and pushing forward is absolutely brilliant. I think in some ways, like once again, I'll get back to my first initial point. When something doesn't go the way you want to and you're trying to control it, well, go with it and make the best of it. So lean into the unseriousness of it and use the LED court, Adam Silver. That's the winning formula at this point. You can't control the players. You can't control whether they're going to do stuff like that. So make it how it should be. Make it as jokes as possible with the court being jokes too. If it's unserious, it's unserious. You just can't do anything about it. Yeah. So fun stuff. Terrence Ross interacting with the fans on Twitter, trying to solve the problems of the All-Star weekend. A lot of fans noting that Adam Silver was very sour and disappointed with the All-Star weekend. And it was noticeable when he did giving the awards at the end of the game, the MVP award to Dame Lillard. Everybody noting how disappointed Adam Silver was. He's like, well, and he was like, oh, yeah, he's not happy. It's kind of funny, actually. Let's see. Fiercely saying, I know how Tom feels. When I watch the rapid fire rounds in Family Feud, I shout at the contestants when they can't guess, and I have the answers. Fiercely's funny. I'm going to give you a dunk for that one. Yeah, I get that feeling too. You know, it sometimes happens to me on Jeopardy. Like I'll know the question and none of the contestants know it. And sometimes it's obscure pop culture, maybe wrestling. It could be music. And they don't know it. And I'm yelling at the screen. It's John Waite. It's John Waite. Yeah, John Waite. Damn it. They don't know it. It's pretty funny. Let's see. David's laughing. They should showcase the younger talent, not the old heads we've already been watching for 15 years. I don't know. The tradition of having the old and the young mixed together in the All-Star is important, though. I get what you're saying, though. Maybe they'd be more hungry. Some people are trying to say to fix the All-Star weekend, you should have college players come and play against them and show them kicking them in the butt. You don't want to be embarrassed by losing to college players, NBA. Yeah, I mean, that's a good suggestion in some ways, I believe. Fiercely saying, fix the All-Star game, give them financial incentives like the in-season tournament. Sad to say, but it seems money is the new priority. But even with these guys, I don't even think it moves them. The amount that you need to give them, it may not be economically feasible to make them, to move them. You got to understand, these guys are taking technicals and all kinds of crazy fines all the time and not even blinking. And it's like $10,000 fine. That's nothing. So think about how much they'd have to give to everybody to get that to happen for the whole entire game. That's part of the problem right there. These guys are rich already. Money don't mean jack shit to them. And it's not the best incentive for them. Honestly, in some cases, the best incentive for them is bragging rights and competition. In some ways, best incentive for them is, you're punished if you don't show up. I don't know. I don't think money's the best incentive for them. It's been proven. Let's see. David's saying, who cares about LeBron dunking it or Dame hitting a three? I don't know. It's good for nostalgia. Some people do. Chris is saying robots versus humans. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Cool Cat's saying the All Star game now needs to be a show. Haha. I think World versus USA and pay 1 million to each player that win. That will make it competitive. They'll lose so much money doing that. They can't pay each one of them $1 million for just one game. And think of that's not good money business wise. I don't think that you can afford to do that with things. So I don't know. I think the money incentive is not the best route for the all-star stuff. I can see it for in-season tournament, but in this is just one game. The in-season tournament was a lot more stuff. Cream saying at Cool Cat, who would Joel Embiid play for? Yeah, who would he play for between the U.S. and the world? Make your decision, Joel. And you can't go back on it. Once you make your decision, you're just there. Cowboy saying later, Tom Duke and Lex and all the Raptor freaks have a safe and blessed day. Gotta go. Let's go, Scotty. And let's go, Raptors. Winning. All right, Bradley. Thanks for calling me earlier. Chris is saying, by the way, LiAngelo Ball playing with Astros de Jalisco, a professional basketball team in Mexico. Glad he went professional anyway. Oh, LiAngelo. Yeah, you're talking about the third Ball brother. Yeah, he was on the Hornets for a bit, but now he's playing in Mexico. Okay, that's interesting. Most saying W stream, Lex, keep at it always. Good times. Raptors for life. And Tom Duke saying, have a good one. Man, I miss your emoticon language, Tommy. You know, the cowboy is cowboy. Fiercely saying, I have a flashback of Adam Silver saying, and to the Eastern Conference All-Stars, you scored the most points. Well, congratulations. He was not here for it. No, he didn't want this. He wanted it to have more defense, and he didn't get what you wanted. Yeah, whatever. I'm telling you, you're not going to get it, Adam Silver. It's just like your league isn't really defensive anyway. It's kind of epitomizes your league at this point. You don't allow defense. Why do you expect them to play it at All-Star game? Why do you expect them to play the All-Star game? Kareem saying, I like what they do for the rookies and sophomores. Break down the selected All-Stars and make 6 teams of 5 and have a tournament. This would make it competitive. Maybe some people were comparing, like, do it a little bit more like the Rising Stars Challenge. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I still like the cleanness of East versus West or World versus USA. In some ways, I don't like divvying up the East and the West guys and making a mishmash like the way they do it in the Rising Stars. But there is some merit to having multiple teams in a little mini tournament. I don't know how you break it up. Maybe you do it by the I don't know, there's 6 divisions. So it's not like we have 4 divisions. So that doesn't totally work. I don't know. That's a tough thing to figure out. David's saying nothing the NBA does is smart money-wise. If you can give out $400 million in contracts, you can spend an extra 15 on the All-Star game. Yeah, I mean, I won't argue with you. I think if the money was just the answer, it would have happened already. That's the thing. If money was just the answer, it would have happened already. I don't think the money moves them. I seriously don't. I think a lot of the players in some ways are like, if they're thinking about, well, do I go to All-Star weekend and make this amount of money and do it? Or do I get to stay home and rest and be with my family? Some of them may be picking that family over that money. Seriously. Most saying T. Ross has a good head on his body. Good thinking. He's interesting. I think it's funny that he's talking so much to the fans about things and what our opinions are. I've watched him on Twitch a couple times this year already. He goes on at random times during the day, and sometimes we just hang out. Like, he'll be on there just playing FIFA or some race car game, and like he'll be on there for like 2 or 3 hours, and I'll just sit and work and have him on in the background. And every once in a while, I'll talk to him and just kind of ask him questions. Now, he doesn't answer me all the time. He doesn't like talking to me as much. I can tell he's not as proud of his Raptors history as he is his Orlando history. In some ways, he's kind of like Vince like that and Tracy. That Terrence is not totally like Raptors alumni, the proper first. He's Magic alumni first in a lot of ways. And he's first a Lakers fan, first of all, too, is what I've learned. Yeah. Let's see. Cool Cat saying Joel will be sitting with a white flag on the side. He can't play for World or USA. Conflict of interest. Ha ha ha. I like that, Cool Cat. I like that. All right, I'll give you a dunk. That's fun. If anybody's piling on Joel Embiid, that's an easy way to get a dunk. Trust me. If you have an inventive insult for him. Milbester's here. Knicks Freak is in the house. At least they got rid of the whole team, Giannis versus Team LeBron, a couple seasons ago before this All-Star break. But the NBA has a huge problem with high-scoring games. 211 to 186 is ridiculous. Sometimes I don't care. Like, I don't mind that they scored so much. I don't care about this. The game's not serious. In some ways, the NBA just isn't serious in general. And the All-Star game kind of shows it. I'm not one of these people that's upset about the high scoring. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of unique and neat. Milbester saying, I'm so glad I didn't watch the All-Star game. MLB All-Star game is better than this. Some people suggested home field advantage in the NBA Finals between East and West to play the game harder. That could be a way to do it. In some ways, that's too much tied into that game because it's so unserious, and it could be a fluke, and it could really change the outcome of the NBA Finals. In some ways, the NBA doesn't want that game to have that much control. They'd like to control things and write their own scripts. And if a fluke Western Conference win in the All-Star game means the Denver Nuggets have home court over the Celtics in the finals, they'll be upset, and they won't like that. So that's probably part of the reason why right there, Milbester, that the West had won the All-Star game, and like, let's say the Timberwolves get to the finals against the Celtics, and the Celtics have a better record, and the Wolves get the home court because the All-Star result. Hey, I love it. The NBA doesn't, though. No, they don't. They don't like it, Milbester. And that's why. All right, let's do the Instagram stories real quick. We got Mr. New York City getting some new shoes. We also see him outside the All-Star game with his friends and family. Great All-Star weekend for Marquise Noel. He was right in the thick of everything and enjoying it all. There's a picture with him and Nav Bhatia. Nav was getting pictures with everybody this weekend. Nav just getting pictures with everyone. And yeah, it's good to see Mr. New York City had a good weekend. Too bad you couldn't participate, my man. We wish you had. Dubber Don is doing the fashion walk in your city gear. Go check out his fashion line in your city. If you like Delano Banton, you might want to buy some of his fashion line. I talk about him more because he's a trailblazer now. DeMar DeRozan's got the Vince Staples show on Blast. It's going to be on Netflix starting on February 15th, or I guess it's already on. So check that out. DeMar wants you to check that out. Siakam has a new photo collection out. Good vibes, no bad energy, just cool pictures of Siakam, just in cool clothes and just kind of his lifestyle. In some ways, he's not really putting any Raptors or Pacers on blast on there. He's putting content out for both nations, it looks like, because it's not heavy on Pacers or Raptors. It's just general Siakam content that either fan nation get behind. So there you go. There's your Instagram check just real quick. We'll wrap it up very, very shortly. Yeah, I'm wondering if there's anything else I need to talk about today. I don't think so. I think we're pretty good. It's been an interesting stream so far. All right, Milbester, don't fill it up like crazy. This isn't the shooting competition. I don't need you throwing these in the hoop so quickly like this. All right, let's see. He's saying, but it's a bad idea. It would be the same result. MLB did this with home field advantage in the World Series between the AL and NL, made an All-Star game watchable, but they got rid of it with the new CBA. See, the players didn't like it. The players didn't like it. I mean, I can understand that. If a team works really hard to get a good record for the whole entire season and they don't get that home field advantage because of an all-star game, an exhibition game, I can see why they were upset about that. So the players ixnayed it. Very interesting, Milbester. By the way, Lex, is the thumbnail from your stream you and Scotty? Did you actually meet him in Toronto? If so, where was it? Yeah, that is. That's me and Scotty. I met him 2 years ago at a Subway, a promotional event. It was very crowded and crazy. I stood in line for a long time. And yes, that is me with Scotty getting a picture. And he knows who I am from his Twitch stream. I said, it's Raptors Freak. And Scotty was a little shocked. He was like, oh, you're here. He's like, oh, you're the guy I talk to on my Twitch stream all the time. I was like, yeah, it's me. You're older than I thought. I don't know. It was a weird, awkward conversation, really brief, because they were having people shuffle them through real quick. But yeah, I got Scotty. I said Raptor Streak, and he's like, "Oh, Raptor Streak," and he took his picture with me. I got 2 pictures with him because I screwed up the first picture. He wasn't looking. We were both not looking at the camera, so I have a weird outtake picture of me and Scott with, and then the one that you see in the stream. But yeah, I did meet him. It was 2 falls ago, not last fall, but the fall before that I met him. Let's see, and it was at a Subway pop-up for Bowlway. He was testing Subway food in front of everybody, and then they had samples, like sub sandwich samples and video games, and it was a really interesting pop-up event. It was fun, but Scott wasn't there for very long. I think that the crowd was so overwhelming that he ran out the back door as soon as he could and went home. And it was funny because he jumped on Twitch immediately afterwards, and I was there, and he was like, wait a second, Raptor Streak, I just saw you. How are you already home and on this? It kind of freaked him out, I think. It's like, I live downtown too, Scotty. I could leave the event and go home just as quickly as you can. All right, let's see. Chris is saying, with Embiid, I have a feeling his best days are over. Knees coming apart. Been in the NBA 10 years now. I think it's over for him in terms of a chip. Maybe he joins a winner as a bench part. I love what you're saying, Chris, except for the last part. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about any of that kind of stuff for Joel and his aspirations. Whatever happens with them happens. And in some ways, I'm not rooting for them. I really am rooting for them to lose and not win a championship ever. All right, y'all. I appreciate everybody coming here for some Scotty Barnes All-Star Twitch family Raptor Freak trivia today. I will add up all of the scores and I'll post them in the comments in the next little while so you can see how you did and what the new standings are. I appreciate everybody being here with me today. Chris is saying, I do love that he cried. Bye. Yeah, when he cried in our arena. Tommy's saying, cheers to Chris, the Mug Brothers in full effect. Tommy, thank you for appearing and helping me with the Durrani answer. Hilarious. It was Durrani that got Tom back into the chat for a second. Tommy, I hope you will continue to help us out here, maybe do the food again at some point. But either way, whatever you do, your contributions are not unnoticed. I appreciate you, my guy. And thank you for still doing behind the scenes producer kind of stuff for this channel the whole time. I really do appreciate you, Tom. All right, guys. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. Wild Card Wednesday. We're going to open up some basketball card packs tomorrow. It's going to be fun. I've got some Panini. I got some NBA hoops. We're going to check out some cards, and I'm going to do some reacting to the cards just on a fun Wild Card Wednesday. Light stuff. Maybe some news going on with whatever's happening around the NBA also. Otherwise, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And join the channel if you feel like it. We have a great Facebook community going with all the information and news going on in the Raptors world. Breaking news from Monique, Trevor J, and all the other Raptor freaks in there. If you need to be in the know, well, that's the place to go because everything that's happening, breaking news, it gets broken there right away. And you will not miss anything Raptors if you're a part of our Facebook community. Trust me, you will not. Trevor J saying the NBA is on pace, its highest scoring season in over 50 years, with teams gaining more than 115 points a game. Yeah, scoring is up. Well, this is how you do it. Joe Dumars, Mr. Defensive Joe Dumars, you want to change the game? Well, maybe you give hand checking another look. Yeah, that's what you look at. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's go, Scotty Barnes. Let's go, Scotty Barnes Twitch family. Let's go, Scotty Barnes Twitch family. Let's be ready for Scott when he comes back online. We'll be there for him to interact and have pure jokes and fun times with him. All the best, y'all. Let's go, Raptors.